welcome today, guys, to Power Yoga. I'm Lindsay. Today we are going to be focusing a lot on our core. A lot of getting into a lot of these arm balances and a lot of these more advanced poses is really using core strength. So we're going to be using a lot of that today. I also, in the description, I tagged a playlist. So if you're on a computer or you have another source that you can put that music through, you can do that as well as you're listening along. So we'll go ahead and we will get started. So all you will need today is a yoga block if you have it. If not, really anything will work. Hardbound book, and you don't even have to have necessarily a yoga block. A pillow if you need that for some support in a couple of these poses, anything like that, okay? So we will be using the yoga block today. We will also be using the yoga strap. Again, you can always use a jump rope, a band. I've seen people use like the tie or the belt on their robes. Anything like that will work just as long as you can loop it around your foot. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and get started. I want you to just start today laying down on your back. We're just going to extend those legs out nice and long. Extending the arms out to the side. Really going to try to get right into that breath here this morning. Remembering that we want to feel the core rise and the rib cage expand and the mid-back expand. Kind of a 360-degree. And then feel all of that just fall back in. Maybe you're feeling a lot of stress and tension today with the new news. Are you feeling like there's a lot of unknowns out there? Always remembering we can come back to our breath. Our breath can center us, can focus us. Remembering that we can't control what's going on around us. We can only control how we react to it. Letting yourself feel any emotions that you need to feel today. It's just you and me. No judgment. So if you need to scream, scream. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to laugh, laugh. Really feel whatever emotions you need to feel this morning. Taking a nice deep inhale. And exhale and bend those knees, bringing the feet flat to the mat. And we're just going to kind of warm up those hips a little bit, pretending as if our knees are like little windshield wipers. And you can keep the eyes closed here. You can open the eyes. It's up to you. Just taking a nice deep inhale as those knees go over to the right. And then exhale to the other side. Inhale. And exhale. And just give me 3 more rounds of this. Just kind of awakening the body this morning. I don't know about you, but I've been sleeping in later. So my body's not quite as warm as it normally would be. One more nice deep inhale. And exhale. Drawing those knees back to center with your inhale. And then exhale and pull the knees up and in towards the chest. Maybe you can rock yourself from side to side if that feels good. Feeling that nice initial stretch into the glutes, into the low back. And taking a nice deep inhale. Let's exhale and take the right leg over the left. We're going to kind of go into that supine pigeon a little early this morning, kind of warming up those IT bands and the glutes. We're going to thread the needle, taking the arms, wrapping around the left leg, pulling that knee in. Still breathing here. Inhale. Exhale to the other side. Inhaling here. And exhale, we're going to release that leg out of that supine pigeon. Roll yourself up to the top of your mat. I want you to grab your block or whatever you might have. Again, maybe if you just have a pillow, that's fine too. Grab your pillow. You're going to tuck those knees up nice and tight towards your chest. Lengthen up through the spine. Roll those shoulders down and back. We're going to do a little warm-up with our block here today. So we're going to take a nice deep inhale. Take those toes up off the mat. Find those sitting bones. Take that spine nice and tall. Take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale. And as you do, we're going to take those legs up into tabletop, laying the block or the pillow right on the shins. Taking a nice deep inhale from here. We're going to exhale and take the legs away from the hands, coming just about 3/4 of the way down. And then exhale, we're going to come back up to the top. Grab your block or pillow, taking an inhale. And then exhale, take that pillow or block up overhead as you lengthen again. Inhale, take it up. Exhale. Inhale, take it up. Exhale. So we're just switching that block or pillow from hands to legs. Inhale. Exhale, extend. Inhale. Exhale, extend. Inhale, come back up to the top. Hold here. And we're going to go right into that side-to-side twister in common language, Russian twist here. Take an inhale, take it to the right. Exhale to the left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale right. You should really be feeling some heat building in the body here, both from the breath and from your movement. One more round of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Nice job. You can go ahead and cross those legs in front of you. I'm going to turn to face you here. All right. So from here, we're going to take a nice deep inhale up. And exhale over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. And then let's take those arms back behind, interlace the fingers, and open through the chest. Beautiful. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, release the hands down. We're going to press or tent both fingers down into your mat. And we're going to take a nice deep inhale and just lean your right ear towards your right shoulder. Just feeling space here. We're creating space with our breath, lengthening the muscles. Inhale. And exhale and look down into the armpit. Inhale back to center. And exhale to the other side. Inhale. And exhale, look down into the armpit. Taking an inhale. And exhale back up to center. All right, we're going to go right into that cat-cow, coming on to all fours. So spread those fingers nice and wide, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Taking a nice deep inhale, look up to where the ceiling meets the wall. And exhale, round through your back. Inhale. So the same pulling in of the core that we're using in that cat pose is exactly that same pulling in that we want to use in poses like crow, headstand, handstand. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Go ahead and come back to flat back here. We're going to take that right leg back behind, opposite arm is going to reach, and we're going to take it elbow to knee. Inhale in. Exhale, extend. Inhale in. Exhale, extend. Inhale in. Exhale, extend and hold here. And we're just going to pulse that glute. So we're just going to kind of pulse that leg here, warming up the glute, getting it ready for some work. Beautiful. Keep pulsing here for 3, 2. Good. Lower all the way down. We're going to go to the other side. Left leg extends behind. Opposite arm comes up. Taking it elbow to knee. Here we go. Inhale in. Exhale, extend. Inhale in. Exhale, extend. Inhale in. Exhale, extend and hold. Pulse the glute. Keep those hips shining down towards your mat, really pulling in through your core here to support the low back. 3, 2, beautiful, nice job. All right, from here, we're going to tuck those toes under. Come right into that down dog. So we want to take up as much space as we can on our mat in our down dog. And really lift up through the core, pressing the chest back towards the thighs. Really lifting up through the core here. Taking a nice deep inhale. We're just going to come up onto the balls of the feet, almost to the tips of the toes, pulling up through the core, and then lower the heels back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. All right. From here, we're going to look towards the hands. You can jump or you can step the feet forward here. Inhale to half fold. And then exhale. Big bend in the knees. Reverse swan dive all the way up to the top. Exhale, swan dive back down. Inhale, half fold. Exhale. Stepping or floating back into that plank. Find your vinyasa here. Looking towards the hands, inhale. Step or float the feet forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees. Reverse swan dive up. Exhale, swan dive back down. Inhale, half fold. Exhale. Step or float back into that plank. Find your vinyasa. My dogs are fighting with each other. I don't know why. This is like their witching hour. This is when they like to fight. Go ahead and look towards the hands. Step or float the feet forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees. Reverse swan dive up. Exhale. Swan dive back down. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Step or float the feet back. Find your vinyasa. We're going to come right to our down dog here. And we're going to do, in traditional classes, maybe it would be called a dive bomber. This is going to be kind of a little bit of a different flow into that vinyasa, but very much similar. All right, so instead of coming forward, straight arm into plank and then lowering, we're going to begin to lower through the elbows as we come down and then lift to the top. All right, so let's do that together here. Bending through the elbows, tucking them into your sides, and then coming all the way up to the top. So we're going to kind of just make this a flow here. Inhale. And exhale to down dog. 2 more times. Inhale forward. Really working the triceps, really working the arms. 1 more time. Beautiful. Taking that right leg back behind, 3-legged dog. Pull it all the way through here, rising crescent pose. Beautiful. Taking a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Take it all the way down, stepping back, plank or 3-legged dog. Find your vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale to down dog. Left leg rises, 3-legged dog, pulling it all the way in and through. Rising to the top here, crescent pose. Lowering down, stepping back, plank or 3-legged dog. Find your vinyasa. All right. Looking towards the hands, inhale. Step or float the feet forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees, reverse swan dive all the way up. Little mini extension here in the spine. And then exhale, swan dive back down. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Step or float back. Find your vinyasa. And then we're going to go for 3 more dive bombers here. Taking a nice deep inhale as you bend the elbows as you come down and up. Think about if you were going under a barbed wire fence here. Slithering underneath. And then rising up and over. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Exhale, pull it all the way through. Inhale, rise, crescent pose. Exhale, lower down. Stepping back, plank or 3-legged dog. Find your vinyasa. Left leg lifts behind, 3-legged dog. Stepping it all the way through. Inhale, rise, crescent pose. Exhale, lower. Stepping back, plank or 3-legged dog. Rising here. Exhale to down dog. Ooh, those arms should be nice and warm by now. We're going to take it down to the knees, big toes together. Step it back or sit it back into that child's pose. Giving ourselves a little bit of a breather here. And go ahead and thread that right arm underneath. Kind of give that shoulder a little bit of a stretch here. Maybe if that breath becomes shortened, here's your chance to lengthen it back out. Slowing the heart rate. Another side. right, coming back up to all fours. We're going to tuck those toes under. Find your down dog. We're going to go right into our flow for today. Looking towards the hands, inhale. Jumper, step the feet forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees. Reverse swan dive up. All right, so from here, you're going to take that right leg, cross it over the left. Right arm is going to sweep underneath the left. Now, palms can face away or they can face forward here in eagle pose. We're really wrapping here. Think about wrapping those bandhas of the inner thighs together, squeezing here, really getting a nice stretch on the outer parts of the leg. Inhale. And exhale, unlacing here, sitting down into that chair. Tailbone to the ground. Inhale, rise onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise all the way to the top. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Step or float back. Find your vinyasa. Inhale up. Exhale. Right leg rises, three-legged dog. Exhale. Pull it all the way through. Turn that back foot down and rise, warrior one. Hips facing forward. Sorry, I'm smiling because my little girl is like blaringly loud singing in the background, so I don't know if you can hear that or not, but if you can, it's a special extra little treat for you today. Take an inhale. Exhale, open warrior two. Good. Inhale here. Exhale to reverse warrior. Inhale. And exhale, open into horse pose, both knees and toes going out to the side. Beautiful. All right, so I'm going to turn around just so you can face me, but you stay where you are. We're going to take that right arm back underneath. Going to those eagle arms again. Taking a nice deep inhale, lift up through the elbows. And then exhale, lower the elbows, feeling that nice stretch across the upper back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise again. This time we're going to unlace the arms, take them back behind, toes turn forward, and then exhale, forward fold. Letting the head hang. Shaking it no. Shaking it yes. Taking an inhale, give me a little twist to the left. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. And now from here, you're going to turn towards the front of your mat. So I'm going to switch my legs here so I'm with you. So your right leg should be facing forward here. We're going to lower down into that low crescent here, taking that knee down, back foot flat, rise here, inhale. And then exhale, we're just going to cactus the arms behind us as we press forward through the pelvic area and then lower the hands down. All right, so from here, here's where your strap can come in handy if you'd like to use your strap, or you don't have to, it's up to you. So find a loop on your strap here, lift that back foot behind you, and then you can kind of just grab for that back foot. So that's one way that you can get into this pose, or if you don't want to use the strap, you can just reach for that foot as well. So reaching opposite hand to foot here, just getting that nice stretch in that quadricep. Gets really, really tight, especially if we've been sitting a lot. Those hip flexors get tight, goes down into the quadriceps. So we're just giving them a nice stretch here this morning. Take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, release that foot and come back onto the heel. Kind of getting a nice stretch on the backs of the legs and those hamstrings. Coming up on one of our peak poses here for today. Taking a nice deep inhale. You're going to exhale, take that foot, flatten it down, and then you're just going to step onto that right foot. Left leg lifts behind, coming into those standing splits. Maybe your leg is here today. Maybe it's here. That's okay. Just lift it as high as it will go. If you need to open through that hip, that's okay. We're looking for length, not strength today. Feeling that nice stretch again on the back side of the leg, taking an inhale. Exhale, take that foot down. Rise here to crescent pose. I said crescent, chair pose. Do what I say, do what I do, not what I say. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, lower the hands down. We're right here ready for that crow pose here this morning, so I'm going to show you a couple options. So we want to be nice and tight through that core, really giving that pulling up feeling. So we're going to take those knees, lay them right kind of almost in our armpits or wrapping right on the outside of the arms. Squeezing here as you lift, taking those toes up off the ground. Now remember, if you're trying this maybe for the first time this morning, you can also take that block or the pillows, place a couple pillows maybe in front of you, in case you go forward. It can happen. Or you can also take that block or that pillow, set it behind you, and place your toes up on that block. That kind of gives you that forward feeling. And then from there you can kind of play. Take one foot off, and then the other foot off. And just hold here. All right? So just play with that for just a few minutes. Coming up and down out of that. Maybe if crow isn't for you at all this morning, you're like, not going to happen. Then just take yourself back into that down dog. And just kind of give yourself that forward feeling, kind of going back and forth between down dog and plank. Okay, that's that same feeling that we want to get in crow, because we're kind of taking the body almost up and over, all right? So same feeling that we want to feel there, and you're really kind of bracing or lacing the abdominals together and pulling up and in as you come into that crow pose. So give that a shot. We'll just stay in this for few more seconds here. And then from here, if you're up in that crow pose, or if you would like to get in there, you're just going to hop the feet back and lower vinyasa. So everybody eventually makes it back to that down dog here. Shaking that head out again, letting go anything that you might be holding on to. Looking towards the hands, inhale. Exhale, step or hop the feet forward. We're going to do that again. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Reverse swan dive all the way up to the top. Now the left leg is going to come over the right. Left arm is going to loop underneath. Coming into that eagle pose. Again, we're just wrapping those inner thighs as tight as we can here. If that foot doesn't loop all the way around to the back side of that other leg, that's okay. I kind of have short legs. I'm not sure if mine will ever wrap completely around. That's okay. We're not looking for perfection here today. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, unloop the foot and sit down into chair. Inhale, rise up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift all the way to the top. A little mini back bend here. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale, step or float back. Find your vinyasa. Left leg is going to lift this time. Stepping it all the way through. Rising warrior one. Beautiful. That back foot is turned down. Remember, check those hips. Are they facing forward here? Inhale. Exhale, open warrior two. We're moving, we're going today. Inhale to reverse warrior. And exhale, open into horse. Beautiful. Left arm this time is going to loop underneath. Going to those eagle arms. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. Holding here. Take a nice deep inhale, come all the way up to the top. Arms come back behind, toes facing forward. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Nice flat back all the way down. Shake that head out. Let it hang. Remember, if you want to take that stretch a bit further, you can take those arms underneath and begin to pull that head towards the ground. You can also lengthen those arms out in front if you'd like. Taking a nice deep inhale. We're going to exhale and lift towards the left. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. And now we're going to exhale, turning towards the front of your mat so that you're facing that left leg. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Turn that back toe under, lower down to the knee, back foot flat, low crescent. Inhaling here. Exhale. Press the pelvic area forward as you open through the chest. Cactus the arms. Coming all the way down. All right. Again, you can use that strap to reach for that back foot if you'd like, or not. It's up to you. Taking it all the way back behind. Opening here. Really breathe through this here. Carrying that nice deep inhale through the nose and out through the nose. Inhale. And exhale, coming back onto the heel, giving that nice stretch to the hamstring. Taking a nice deep inhale as you flatten the foot down. Exhale as you lift that right leg back behind you, coming into those standing splits. Beautiful. Taking a nice deep inhale. Exhale, lower the foot down and rise right here into chair. Good. Inhale. We're going to slightly forward fold here. Bracing those hands again. Coming into that crow pose, bending through the elbows just slightly here. It's almost like you're creating like a little shelf the back sides of your arms here for those legs to sit on or wrap around. Coming right here into that crow pose. Good, really lifting up. Remember, you can place that block back here, pillows in front of you. And lift big toes onto that block and then lift here. Remember, you also have that option of going from down dog to plank as well. Good. Beautiful. Spend a few more seconds here in that crow pose, just kind of coming in and out of it as you need to. And then from here, we're going to jump or step back, find your vinyasa. Beautiful work. Everybody meeting in that down dog, taking a few breaths here. I just want you to come into that child's pose. This is your breather, guys. We're going to get right into those arms and those abdominals again. Lots of arm strength, lots of abdominals. But if we want to advance our practice, we got to strengthen those muscles, right? You can roll those wrists out if those wrists are a little tired and sore. All right, here we go. Go ahead and come on to all fours. We're going to tuck those toes under. Find that down dog. Shake that tail if you want a little. Go ahead and take that right leg back behind, three-legged dog, and then exhale, pull that knee into chest, coming forward into that plank. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, take it back here. And from here, I'm just going to have you walk your hands towards your feet here, just a slight bit. All right? So from here, my legs are kind of in an L position. All right? So I'm going to give you a challenge here today. We're just going to do those first initial hops coming into handstand. If you're like, absolutely not, that's okay. Your hop can just simply be this. Okay? So no way of going forward if I'm just hopping just a tiny bit. Okay? Remember, we want to keep that gaze looking right in front of the fingertips. Most of the time, if I see somebody kind of roll over in class, it's because they've tucked their chin looking behind them. Okay? So that's a good way to somersault. But if you keep that gaze looking forward in front of the hands, then that'll put you in a good position to try to maybe hop a little higher. So again, we want to start with that leg nice and strong here in the back. This is our anchor, and we're just lifting. All right? So maybe you lift as high as that. Maybe you go all the way up into handstand if that's in your practice today. All right? Play with that a little bit. Give me 3 hops in that handstand. And then once you're done with those hops, you're just going to lift that leg behind you, that right leg behind you, or left leg behind you, excuse me, coming into that warrior 3. Good, just extending the arms here. And then we're going to take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, come up into that staff pose, lifting that knee. Inhaling from here. And then exhale, we're going to take those arms out in front. We're going to do a single leg squat today, right? All right, so it's like a pistol squat. We're going to extend that leg out in front, lower all the way down. Maybe you didn't lower down like that. That's okay. It's all good. Scoot yourself a little bit forward on your mat here. We're going to go straight from that pistol squat into boat. Really using the abdominals. I wasn't kidding today, right? Lots of abdominal work. Taking a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, you're going to roll it back, coming into plow pose. So maybe if you need a little bit of stretch in the back before you go into plow, you can take it forward, kind of just stretching out that low back, stretching out the hamstrings, and then meet us back in plow pose. Maybe the feet touch the ground today, maybe they don't. Taking a nice deep inhale. As you roll up, you're going to cross those legs in front, and then you're going to come up, jump back into plank. I know, lots of fun little transitions here today. Take a nice deep inhale, and then exhale, lift that right hand up, coming into that side plank. Go to any variation of side plank that you want. It can be leg lifted, it can be bottom knee down, it could be toe hold, making that peace sign, and grabbing for that big toe and lifting here. All right, find where you want to be today. Maybe it's just stacking those feet. Take an inhale, exhale, lower down. Inhale here, exhale, let's find our vinyasa. Oh, good, coming back to that down dog. Stay right here if you'd like. Come down into child's pose if you need a little break. Lots of arm work here. All right. Everybody coming into down dog. We're going to take that left leg, reaching it high. Exhale, pull that knee into your chest. Come forward into plank. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, take it all the way back. Exhale, walk those hands. 3 hops in that handstand if you choose. All right. And then rise here with that upper body. Coming into that warrior 3. Left leg is behind you. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, come right into that staff pose. Whew. Flexing through that foot, spreading those toes wide. Inhale. Exhale down to that pistol squat. Beautiful. Extend those legs up, boat pose. Holding here. Again, if you want to come forward a little bit, give yourself a little stretch forward. And then you're going to go straight back into that plow pose again. There's a lot of quick transitions here. Just breathe. All right, trying to make this one smooth movement here. You're going to begin to cross the legs, roll it up, coming back into that plank. Good. Take a nice deep inhale, and then take that left hand, rise all the way up to the top side plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower back down. Coming forward into that plank position. Exhale. Let's cleanse the palate here. Coming all the way back. Beautiful work. Go ahead, everyone coming down to their knees. Big toes together, child's pose. Just begin to notice how your body feels from the beginning of your practice to maybe now. Maybe some joints and some muscles feel a little looser, a little less tight. We're going to go right into the stretching, really sinking down into these poses. Taking an inhale, and exhale, come on to all fours. All right. From here, tuck the toes under, come back into down dog. Right leg rises, three-legged dog. And then exhale, pull it all the way through, wrapping the foot around the outside of the right hand. Back knee's going to lower, back foot flat. So kind of similar to where we were in that low crescent pose here. Getting a nice stretch on the glutes, on the hip flexor and that back leg, and lowering all the way down. Maybe you come to forearms on mat, maybe you don't today. Maybe you come onto a block or pillow with those forearms instead. All right, find where you need to be today. Listen to your body. This is not about pushing and striving. This is about releasing and letting be. So wherever your body wants to go today, just let it go there. Let the head hang. Let the shoulders release down and back. Just letting yourself be in this moment. Maybe if you have a little monkey mind going on right now, maybe you have all the things that you want to get accomplished today or do. I just want you to focus on the word joy instead. Inhaling joy and exhaling joy. Taking an inhale. And then exhale, we're just going to take that foot, pull it down in front of us here. Coming into that pigeon pose. So we want to make sure that that leg is as parallel to the front of the mat as you can get it. And then we're just going to start to draw ourselves forward. Again, you can take that forearm onto a block if you'd like. It's up to you. Or you can extend all the way down. We want to be cognizant of not allowing those hips to fall to one side or the other. We want to keep them center over the leg. My IT bands are super tight today. That's okay. It's just about listening to your body and breathing. The more you can breathe, the more those little tiny muscle fibers can release a bit at a time. Again, breathing in joy. Exhaling joy. Remembering that even in our current circumstances, we can choose what emotion we want to display today. What emotion we want to internalize and let enshroud our entire being. Inhale. Exhale, come up onto the palms, tucking the back toe under, activating the leg, and coming back into plank. Inhale here. Exhale to down dog. Left leg lifts high, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull that left foot around the outside of the left hand, lowering the knee down, back foot flat. Coming all the way down again into that lizard pose. Just ease yourself down into this. Sorry, I'm like sweating pools here. Just allow yourself to just ease down into this. Doesn't have to be rushed here. You are beautifully strong today. And you can face anything that is in your path. As you inhale joy and exhale joy. Creating that space within yourself Making room for joy. Taking an inhale. And exhale, go ahead and come back up. Taking that leg out in front. And again, centering those hips and then working your way down. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just stay right up here on palms. All right? Let's do what feels good for you today. Sometimes just making that mental shift makes all the difference. Taking an inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and have a seat. You're going to keep that left leg right underneath of you as you do. And you're just going to swing that right leg over the top. So I am going to turn to face you so you can see me a little better. And we're just going to tuck that knee into the chest as much as we possibly can. If for some reason that foot's kind of hanging out here, you can place a pillow or block underneath it, or you can straighten that bottom leg. Take a nice deep inhale, sit up nice and tall through your spine, really finding both sitting bones here. Take that left arm up overhead, and then exhale, take that elbow to the outside of the knee, and give that spine a nice good twist here. Feeling that nice stretch as well into the IT band and kind of on the outer part of that leg. Maybe even up into that piriformis a little bit. Inhale, and exhale and release. All right, let's go to the other side. So we're going to tuck that right leg underneath. Left leg is going to come over the top. Good, finding both sitting bones here. Tuck that knee into the chest. So as much as you can, taking the right arm up overhead, lengthen through your spine. Keep that length, and then exhale and begin to just twist, taking that elbow to the outside of the knee, opening here. Inhale. And exhale, release. Taking those feet together, knees out to the sides. Kind of just butterfly those knees a little bit here. And then rest them down. Taking an inhale. And then exhale, coming forward here. Just letting your head hang. Just allowing your upper body to fall forward here. We're not yanking on the toes, trying to get down to the toes here. Just allow the upper body to fall as it wants to fall and just begin to breathe. Letting go. Take an inhale. And exhale, roll all the way up to the top. Beautiful. All right. So from here, we're going to go ahead and lay on back on our backs. grab that strap or that rope or that whatever you have to kind of loop around your foot. And we're going to lay on back here. Taking that right leg up overhead. And drawing that big toe towards the head. So we're kind of flexing through that foot here. It's going to give an even deeper stretch into the hamstring. Straightening through that leg without locking out that knee joint, and we still want to keep it nice and soft. And just breathe. Again, just inviting space in. Inhale. And exhale out to the side. Opening through that hip. Still keeping both glutes down on the mat. Allowing the shoulder blades to rest and deepen. Inhale as that leg comes up, crossing over the body. Exhale and extend your right arm out to the side as that left leg comes over. Right leg comes over. I'll get it here today, guys. Inhale back to center. Exhale, switch feet. Drawing that big toe towards the head again. Inhale. And exhale and allow that foot to come out to the side. Keeping both glutes down into the earth. Inhale, rise to the top. Exhale, cross that leg over, allowing the left arm to fall out to the side. Feeling that nice twist in the spine. And that stretch across the outside of the leg. Inhale, taking it back to center. And exhale, release the foot from the strap and pull both knees into your chest. Taking a nice deep inhale. We're going to go into that happy baby here today. So take those feet together, knees out to the side. Grabbing for calves, ankles, feet. And just taking those knees into the armpits. Maybe rocking that from side to side feels good. Taking an inhale. Exhale, draw the feet together, draw the knees together. Give yourself one last little hug. You made it through today. You did amazing work. Take a nice deep inhale. Then exhale and release the feet down to the mat. Allow the legs to extend if that feels comfortable. Or if it feels better for your low back to keep those knees bent, you can do that as well. You can also come into that reclined bound angle. It's taking those feet together, knees out to the side if you'd like. It's kind of wherever you want to be today. We're just going to go into a time of meditation. Using that breath work once more. My dogs have decided they want to come over and do some shavasana with me here. Breathing in, breathing out. Just loving yourself for where you are today. Extending the same grace and mercy to yourself that you would extend to others. Letting the legs deepen down into the mat. Feeling the base of the spine begin to release along with the glutes. Releasing the spine one vertebra at a time. Releasing through the shoulders. Feeling the jaw begin to soften. Allowing your tongue to roll away from the roof of your mouth. Allowing the eyes to soften. Taking a nice deep inhale. Exhale and roll yourself over to your side into a fetal position. Allowing yourself to just rest down on that bottom arm. Letting the blood redisperse through the body. Remembering again that we can't control what's going on around us. We can only control how we react to it. Remembering that at any part of your day, if you're feeling anxious or frustrated, any of those feelings start to come up, Just remember you can ground yourself through your breath. And take a nice deep inhale. And exhale and sit yourself up to the top of your mat. You can keep those eyes closed or open. It's up to you. Crossing those legs in front of you. And lengthening up through your spine. Just feeling the alignment of the spine over the hips and the head over the spine. Lengthening those arms out long. Taking an inhale and exhale. Let's open that mouth this time on the exhale and let out that stale air. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Taking hands to heart center. Thank you for joining me for yoga today. May the light in me salute and honor the light in each of you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.